So that's it.
The wait is almost over.
Austin, I mean, yeah, the Giroud talk.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it doesn't get a lot of credit, and for whatever reason.
I think he's a good player.
And you can understand why Arsenal fans are on his case again now. He hasn't scored in 1 month. So now they feel Daniel Welbeck is the man to actually lead the attack because he scored, in his first game back after a long time.
After.
And no one is talking about Sanchez.
Wow.
This Arsenal team, he said something about Tottenham building a team for a while now. Arsene Wenger, he's been accused in the past of getting players, and all of a sudden when they seem to be gelling, he lets some of the big ones go. But right now, look at this Arsenal team. You can say they've not won the league title in 12 years, but they actually have some winners in that team. They brought in Peter Cech this season. Dan Welbeck has won the league with Manchester United. Olivier Giroud won the French league with Loli Montpellier's side. Sanchez has won with Barcelona. So they also have players in that team that have experienced winning the league campaign, which is a marathon. And I think that is what is going to help them with Cech coming into that team now, who seems to be the leader of that side, because he gives them stability at the back, and that is where the confidence comes from. Once you know that you are settled at the back and you can now go ahead and push forward. So I think this Arsenal team is not a team to be looked over, because going now into and this is one of the most open title races of all time. We tend to say this every season, but apparently this is because Tottenham. People haven't really been talking about Tottenham. Everybody have been focusing on Leicester City, but Tottenham have quietly been doing their thing. They've quietly been going on, grinding out results, and now they are just 2 points behind Leicester City. They have the best goals difference in the league. So it just shows you that we might all be talking about Arsenal, Leicester, Man City, and Tottenham will just come in and snake the title away. I can't remember the last time they won the title. They've not won the Premier League since the Premier League, and the title, I think, when they still had that man, the former English player who used to be a coach of England. I can't remember his name right now, but that was when Tottenham were actually, the team to beat in England. But they haven't done that in a while. So I think Tottenham is a team people should watch out for. Yeah,
they never won the Premier League before, so who knows, might be an opportunity for them to do it this time around. And you talked about grinding our results. That phrase again, you've got to know how to do that.
That's right.
When it comes to the business end of the season. And Arsenal have done it. So they're looking like champions.
Yeah, Arsenal have not been doing it. This was a big game. This was, touch and go, you could expect something like this to happen, but this is not actually even the games where we expect Arsenal to grind our results. When they went to Stoke at the Britannia Stadium, where they played a goalless draw, where they couldn't get a win. When they played Southampton at home, where he mentioned some of those. Those are the kind of games that Arsenal need to grind out results from.
But right now they're having
this is
Welbeck back, who will definitely help them to grind that.
Fans are very fickle. Welbeck will play the next game and he will miss chances, and the next thing he will become vilified and all whatnot. Yeah.
So like what they were doing to Peter Cech when he made some silly mistakes, he said, Mourinho, come and take
we should just enjoy the season. It's starting out nicely.
Yes.
Okay, let's just look at the papers now, starting with the Sporting Sun. And talking about Arsenal, as Wenger is saying here, almost dropped Welbeck as Gunners and Leicester's run Ranieri attacks referee. Okay, the big one here is Operation Cage Pharaohs. Olise begs Iheanacho, Moses and Mikel, and he says Moses' injury woes actually worry him.
Is he really begging though?
Yeah, Victor Moses just coming back into the side, talking about West Ham, and now copying. He seems to have gotten injured again. It's been touch and go with him and injury, so I think he needs to really maybe change his fitness trainer or somebody around him, because I don't know why he keeps getting injured. Right now, against that match against the Pharaohs of Egypt, we need all our players firing on all cylinders. Igalo seems to have cooled off. We actually want him to rediscover his form before our match, where we need him. Iheanacho, I'm very, very proud of that young man, doing fantastic things for Man City. And, even the other guy in Belgium who helped his team get into the next round of the Champions League qualifiers, Champions League knockout stages, talking about Moses Daddy Simon, he's also injured. So I just hope that the players try and get over this. Of course, the game is still over a month away, about 6 weeks from now. I think by then, maybe we should be able to get a decent team and draft out the result. But at the end of the day, I think Olise should come up with a strategy and a plan to play, where players, he wouldn't need to rely on certain players to get results. He just needs a system where he can fix in personnel, and the system would still work at the end of the day. So that's what I think should happen with the Super Eagles now.
Okay. Tayo, sporting like that, something.
Well, still about Victor Moses, Battle of the Pharaohs. Moses' injury was worrisome. They say it's same one we talked about earlier. But for me, I'll go. You said something about it already. Iheanacho's goal can't save City. I mean, Iheanacho is just going, from strength to strength.
Yeah, I think nine goals this
the
season
league,
already.
yeah.
Who would have thought at the start of the season that Kelechi Iheanacho would get 9 goals? Who would have thought he would have gotten 5, not talk about scoring 9. Before you know, he'll get into double digits. He's having a fantastic season. Like I said, Man City also signed a young chap, an English chap, Patrick Roberts, for £11 million. He's been sent on loan while Iheanacho is still in the team. Yes. The likes of Edin Dzeko left, Jovetic left, and Iheanacho is in the team. Just shows you that Pellegrini has plans for this young man. Unfortunately, Pellegrini will be leaving at the end of this season. And let's just, we've seen a precedent that man Guardiola has set with his previous clubs, Barcelona and Bayern Munich. We know that he likes blooding in youngsters. The Bayern Munich team this season, Kingsley Coman, the Frenchman who came from Juve, we weren't expecting him to get games. He's been playing at Bayern Munich. So who says that when Guardiola takes over at the Etihad next season, Iheanacho will not continue this fine form?
One more on the Sporting Live before we leave. Enyama's heroics deny PSG win. I mean, Enyama, a lot of people still say he's Nigeria's best goalkeeper. Okay, he's retired already now, so there's no need to ask that question.
We've seen sports stars come out of retirement.
I was going to say, should Olise consider bringing back Enyama for this all-important game against Egypt?
The question you ask yourself is, what led to his retirement in the first place?
Yes.
So now he's saying the coach calling him, bringing him back into the team. I don't think that will happen in the foreseeable future.
I'm thinking there could be some sort of communication between the both of them, crucial match coming up against Egypt. And
then he'll not call him.
I think he's giving him a call and say, do you mind coming back for this game?
If you want to do that, do it like 1 year before you call him. Complete sports.
Because I don't think you say your mind is Super Eagles except Olise leaves. Maybe when Olise leaves, your mind might come back.
Yeah, no disrespect to Carl Ikeme, he's a very decent goalkeeper as well. So I believe we'll do a good job.
For goalkeeping, it's experience or nothing.
Complete sports.
Okay, Complete Sports newspaper. This is the talks going around. Obafemi Martins moves to China, joins Shanghai Shenhua. But we're really waiting to get a confirmation. But if Obafemi Martins is doing this, then of course it's all about the money.
The Chinese league, they mean business. They've gotten some of the biggest stars in Europe. Jackson Martinez, who we heard of for a long time, that Arsenal were looking at signing. He left Atletico Madrid and he's in China. Carlos Teixeira, who Liverpool wanted to get, they actually quadrupled his wages. They quadrupled what Liverpool were going to offer him, and to make the guy go to China. We had Ramirez in China. Oscar just had to reject a £59 million bid. These Chinese guys, they're not joking. They want to. They show. China actually taking over when it comes to construction and every other thing. They are one power now. And so they want their football to... It's funny because a country of over 1 billion people don't have a fantastic football team. So I think since they can't get that in their national team, they're bringing in the best into the league to maybe help, rub off on the local talent.
And they have their own market. 1 billion.
I said they don't need the European market, they don't need the American market. Exactly. The Chinese market is enough to sell the league.
I think with the stars coming in, the fans will definitely want to see some of the biggest stars, going to the stadium.
Definitely. I'll just let you react to this one, and then we'll wrap up the newspaper review. It says United to splash £70 million on Aubameyang. Aubameyang, no doubt, you cannot question his quality. But to Manchester United,
Well, I think with Manchester United, they are just going to wind up this season and see how it goes. Next season, we will hear. It's just like the way we kept hearing about Pep and Man City. Yeah. Now the rumor mill is going into overdrive about Mourinho getting the United job. Van Gaal is even looking frightened now. He's saying Mourinho has not called him to deny the rumor and everything. So let's see when this is. I think United have already given up on this season. After this season, then during the postseason, we will find out what United want to do. So if they're going to have a change in management, then they might be able to get all these players, because you know what Mourinho likes. He likes going after. He will identify what he needs and he will go after it, and he will try and perform.
Okay. That's it. Let's talk about some results across Europe. What a weekend it was! Victory for AC Milan. AC Milan. Victory for Valencia.
Gary
Valencia, finally.
Gary Nevil's first victory, and he had to work for it.
18 games.
It was hard. It wasn't easy because he
Tough
actually
one.
went behind in that game, and it seemed like it was happening all over again now. But thankfully, he was able.
Nah, I
to
cocked my gun. If they don't beat Espanyol,
Espanyol will also
that's game over. Come on.
Yeah.
I mean, Espanyol, they're not doing too well in the La Liga as well. Too. And those are the selected results. Barcelona 6-1 over Celta Vigo. We talked about that. Messi, Suarez,
those guys.
incredible players, incredible team. And Real Madrid 4-2 over Bilbao. Expected result in that particular one. Bundesliga, same of the same. Bayern still winning. Dortmund winning as well. So
He's scoring a brazen. That's one.
That's really slim, though.
yeah, but
3-1 is slim.
No,
Now, this is the one that's really slim. I mean, both of them had to wait to the very last minute to actually get a win. And Liverpool, Kolo Toure scored his first goal in 5 years. I mean, it was 6 different players scoring. Now, tell me, Aston Villa used to be one of the big clubs in England then. What happened to them? Because it was painful watching them.
They've lasted long. They've been around for a while right now, and last season actually they were my team to go down, but they somehow managed to.
Yeah, but
escape.
good time
It's been showing. It's been coming for a while now. For seasons past, it's been showing that this team they've been losing players and they've not been able to get in good players to quality players to replace that team. And I think there's a lot wrong with the club internally. We hear the American takeover, Randy Lana, and all whatnot going on. So I think
about selling the club
there's a problem in there with Aston Villa, and it's actually showing on the pitch. So I think Aston Villa will go down. They can't be saved.
You
can't be
think?
saved at all.
Or you believe?
I believe they will go down.
But I'm actually happy for Liverpool, having 6 different players, scoring.
Yeah, fantastic. No one saw that one come. No one saw it coming. And 2 defenders getting on the goal on the goal scoring list. Talking about Kolo Toure and Nathaniel Klein. Yes. Good one for Liverpool. Fantastic results. 6-0.
I mean, Austin. Before we go,
we should mention Chelsea. Chelsea are 8 points behind Manchester United in 5th place. Don't forget that. After their disastrous start to the season.
Yeah. Okay, let's also mention Manchester United losing at Sunderland 2-1.
Yeah, the first time in Premier League history where Sunderland beats United at home.
And then Sam Allardyce as well.
It's just going downhill for Van Gaal, and I don't think his press conference is actually helping him, because he wins one match, he tells you they are going to challenge for the league. He loses the other, he tells you they're out of the top 4. He's sounding like a broken record. He's confused.
Right now, it's the Europa League he wants to win to get
to get into the Champions League. That he can't make the top 4 anymore. He's just 6 points behind Manchester City.
Exactly, it's still a long way to go.
He's going to play Man
games
City.
to go, but on the evidence of what we're seeing,
okay,
United don't have that
City can
consistency.
exactly. Manchester City might be fumbling and losing games, but will United actually capitalize on that?
That is the big question. Man City shouldn't have. I think they shouldn't have announced the signing of the capture of Guardiola. They should have waited for the season to end, because
there's something I got from when I was watching the game. When he and Nacho scored, he actually celebrated alone. I thought I was the one who observed it, but when I was listening to analysis and people talking, I was like, okay. I just wasn't the only Zabalat actually came,
what's your point now?
It seems
happening that I don't really understand.
They're already in pre-season preparing for Guardiola.
Maybe that's what they're doing, because immediately he scored. He went this one celebrated, then the other players were just moving to the midfield and see if they can.
He ran to the side.
No, normally when you run
and
to
that
the
was for 1-1.
Exactly.
It's just equalized.
There's not a lot of time to celebrate.
He's a young guy. He don't celebrate. The other guy wants to get back to business.
Absolutely.
Austin, you're spot on. Actually celebrated the Oliver Giroud, Theo Walcott's goal. Come on now, it's nonsense.
Let's not read meanings into that. So before we go, Austin, you've been champing at the beats to talk about what's going on in the Serie A as well, to top of the table clash between Juve and Napoli.
Juventus
15 straight games.
42 straight points.
Wow. How do you win 15 games in a row?
Wow. 45 now, in fact, in the league.
Come and do that in England. Waiting for you.
And this guy started really badly, losing the first 2 games of the season.
How do you win? Okay, now Barcelona, they are on 30 right now. Okay, we shouldn't mention them, because they are different.
Don't even talk about Barcelona now, please.
We're not talking about an unbeaten run. We're talking about a winning
15
streak.
in a row.
Winning 15 just winning, not even drawing.
Okay, that's it. Chinasa Boye, thank you so much for coming around. Always a delight to have you coming and talk sports with us. Appreciate it.
Always a pleasure.
Okay, guys.
Well, thank you so much for being part of the program. I'm Cecilia Amogbe.
Thanks for watching, and join us tomorrow for another exciting edition. I'm Tayo Salam.
I'm Austin Okonakwa. We'll be back again tonight to talk some more sports. But until then, and everything you do, remember, let's keep talking sports. Bye for now.